Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I know I'm still wearing this old San Francisco 49er hat, but it's nice and warm. Gotta get a new Raider hat. This is what'll have to work. It's kind of dark right now. I don't feel like turning on any lights. Watch it waste electricity. You can see my face good enough, so I'm not tripping. Yeah, over the last few weeks, the Occupy situation has been taking a hit, nationwide. They just went back to the college the other day. The first time they've been there in months. Um, I'm telling you, the Occupy situation is just becoming boring. It's like a bunch of people with legitimate grievances and nobody giving a damn or nobody listening to them, nobody caring, nobody hearing, no one really cares. And that's the weird part about it. It's like why all these people out there for a reason, and nobody can seem to give a damn. It's because it's a election year. If you notice, none of the candidates for the Republicans are even mentioning the Occupy situation. They never did in any of the debates. Nobody asked them about the Occupy people. If so, I didn't hear that question being answered or even being addressed. So I'm assuming that these people don't care. So since they don't care about regular poor people, then why are we even thinking about giving some of these people our vote? Can you imagine voting for a millionaire who doesn't care for you and he lowers taxes for rich and cuts out all the local funding for, senior centers and daycare centers in your neighborhood, school hours and police, fire getting cut and everything. And you're going to vote a millionaire in office who doesn't give a damn if his $1.5 million house burns down because he's got $3 million worth of insurance on it. And you're getting thrown out of your house. You're buying this house at $114,000, and all of a sudden the market goes hapooey, and your house is only worth like 15, 20 grand, and you owe. It's ridiculous. And it's like everything was scaled back. All the big banks got bailed out, and the people, how you gonna give banks millions upon millions of dollars because people are defaulting? And the people don't get nothing. They get higher rates, and their house is still being taken. Is completely backwards thinking. It's illogical. It's like that's how we run. That's how we roll here in America. Take care of the biggest people. Take care of those who can take care of themselves, and let those who can't take care of themselves fall to the wayside. That's how America does it. And if you need a sign, they will provide a paper bag for you or a piece of cardboard for you. And maybe, a piece of charcoal so you can scrawl out, I will work for food, for drink. I will work for a glass of water. I will work for room and board. It's ridiculous. You got people outside with signs saying they'll work and they got their kids right there. I've heard a lot of people say some bad things about some Hispanic people over the years and on the internet. And when I went to Mexico, like almost every time I went to Mexico, and when I went to the poorest neighborhoods, who was out there working with the old people? The little children were out there working too. But here in America, our kids are so fucked up and twisted and shit, they wouldn't go to fucking work if they had to go to work. You have to ride this bike for 15 minutes, Jimmy, and it'll provide air for your bedroom so you can sleep overnight. If you don't ride this bike for 15 minutes, you're going to die in 12 seconds. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. It's not fair. And we sit here and we taught our kids to be little assholes and complainers. And, they're adults and little kids' bodies with attitudes, and we can't hurt them. Where's the logic in that? Little kid cuss you out and you can't even say anything. 50-year-old person getting cussed out by a 9-year-old kid. You can't say nothing. Oh, I'm gonna call child protective. I can't do anything. Kids slapping adults and shit. It's bad. It's bad. And I hit you up and tell you about the TV. What do we watch on TV? What do you see on TV? What are kids doing on TV? There's a new show on Showtime. It's called House of Lies. and there's a little kid on the show. He's a cross-dresser. That's fine. You got a little kid that's a cross-dresser. That's fine. But every adult, well, almost every adult in this movie who's with the kid, they're cussing in front of the kid. The mother is talking about how she's going out with some jerk or whatever, but she uses different words and da-da-da, and his wife's a bitch and da-da-da. You're talking to a supposed to be a 9-year-old kid. That's how it's gone. That's what these kids are cussed at right there. Bad Santa, same thing. Your kid is right there. Yeah, son of a bitch. And they're cussing and cussing. Then you got movies like Superbad where everybody, was supposed to be teenagers or whatever. And this guy's drawing penises and they're cussing and acting a fool and shit. What about the movies we had back in the days? There was always high school kids making out and shit. The language wasn't foul, completely foul. We have foul language in our movies and on TV today. It's ridiculous. So, I don't know how much time I have on this channel because this ain't the one where I can just put it up like it is, go all day, go all night, speak for a year. This ain't that channel. But I want you to take that tonight with you on all day as food for thought. Think about that. We got people protesting for better shit and nobody cares. We got millionaires running for office and one man flat out says, I'm not worried about the lowest income people in the country. And you got billionaires talking about, yeah, we're willing to pay more taxes. And you got kids working in other countries and the kids here giving us the business, as they would say if this was a game. I mean, you talk bad about a group of people and their whole society is built on taking care of, like a hive society. Everybody takes care of each other. And then get to this society, our kids are disrespectful. The law, it's like, we had Sheriff John everywhere. Everywhere the sheriff is collecting money. You people think you're going to jail because of this and that. They're just arresting us because we black. No, they're arresting you so you can pay a fine. If you notice in court, rich people, they get arrested. They're paying a lawyer. A lawyer says 4 or 5 words and they leave without paying a fine. Poor people pay a fine. Pick up the old Robin Hood book and read it because that's what's going down for the last 20 years in this piece up in here. So, while we walk the streets and try to figure out how we're going to live or survive, you get a car, you have to have it insured in this state. It's just like stigma. The telephone companies and stuff, everybody's got a phone now. What if everybody just went to the payphone? Use payphones. I mean, come on, man. It's ridiculous. This is... I got a cell phone. My wife got a cell phone. My kids have cell phones. We have a house phone. My neighbor came over the other day. He says he's bored. Every day he has nothing to do. They don't have any cable. We got cable. There's cable in every room. We got cable in my wife's office. We got cable in my office. We got cable in the carport. We got cable in the garage. They don't even have cable. We got cable in the living room, each bedroom. I didn't put cable in the bathroom because we have a Wi-Fi TV in there. Well, go figure. So, there's haves and there's have-nots. There's poor people who want it all. There's people who have nothing. There's Sheriff John going around arresting people for bald tires and the car is sitting in your driveway, not running. There's bald tires on that car, I got to write you up. It's not running, it's in my driveway. Oh, derelict car. It's all about revenue. And it's an election year, and we're about to vote in a millionaire who does not face the same things you face. He does not see the Occupy people in his neighborhood. He does not see the so-called Mexican people taking his jobs. He does not see the construction company only hiring lower paid workers. He does not see the fact that there are things going on, but there's groups of people saying that there's nothing. He does not see the fact that people do not advertise in the newspapers anymore for jobs, but on the internet. But everybody doesn't have the internet. He does not see that. Don't vote for a millionaire just because this might go off in 12 seconds. Just think about that as food for thought as I watch the timer tick off. Remember, No man need to die. But obviously, I busted the overtime limit. Um, but the timer, the clock has stopped. So I don't know. And the clock has stopped and the double zeros are up and the timer's on here. So I'm just going to go for another 5 or 6 seconds and just tell you that's how it is. We live in a society where the only people going to care for us are ourselves. If we don't care enough for ourselves, and I hate to say this, the people around us and our family members, those who are sick of drugs or sick of life or sick of not having a job or sick of themselves, we need to cure ourselves from within and stop worrying about what someone's going to do for us and do for each other so we don't have to worry about them doing for us. If they keep us divided, we'll never help each other. And remember that. If they keep us divided, we will never help each other. And that should be the only thing you worry about when you're going to vote for somebody. If they keep us divided, they have nothing to do. They don't care. They're not going to work for you. So if they keep us divided, we will never help each other, and that's the bottom line. So you have a nice day out there. I spoke for 11 minutes of your time. Remember, no man need die. I am the real AIX, and that will not be a part of the final season of the real AIX. That's just part of the beginning of the first season on No Man Need Die. Thank you for your time, and I will see you next week. And hopefully, when I find out what we can do, maybe we'll move the show 40 minutes over to this channel, and we'll do the 40 minutes here. I'm going to try to keep the music on this channel to a zil or nil. You might not hear any music on this channel from Broke Man Studios or the Real AIX. The Real AIX will no longer be in production as of February 28th. I think I'm just go ahead and kill that one on my birthday. I was going to let it die, 2012, when the world ends, let AIX end at the same time, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. See you later, man, and all praise to my families out there, Hitchcock and family, Little Coco and family, Sexy Sci-Fi and family, so on and so forth. Those like the White Army and family, Father Judgment, J. Rider 4, Great Capri, keep on going. Legendary KC, I miss you. And his sidekick, well, KC, I keep forgetting this man. But I got you in there too, man, because that's where I check it out, the hip hops and stuff. So hey, I'm out of here. Gotta go. Stay warm, and like I said, don't no man need die. Bye.